Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, set to be the last Mission Impossible movie where we follow Ethan Hunt and the crew again to stop an evil AI called the Entity that is trying to destroy the world. I went crazy, right? That shit was tough.
Boy, if you don't it's time!
Yo, what is good with y'all? We just came back from watching Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. So I just came back from watching Mission Impossible, So I just came back from watching Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. I have like a list here from like my best parts and my worst parts of the movie. I literally only have two best parts of this movie. Like, dude, this movie is, I'm telling you right now, is a 6.5 out of 10, bro. To me, I think this is not the best movie, but it's not the worst, bro. Like, to me, the best is Ghost Protocol. Like nothing beats Ghost Protocol to me. I think Ghost Protocol, like the things that they did in that film and the casting that they had was the best in the franchise. All right, now for the best parts of the movie. I think, and this is always a given for Mission Impossible movies, they always have the best action scenes in the game. Like, bro, I looked it up the other day. This nigga Tom Cruise is 62 years old, bro. 62 years old doing your own stunts, bro. Hanging off a fucking crop duster with only a rope holding your ass. Dude is fucking going deep underwater to record these fucking scenes. I'm just like, dude, come on, bro. Have you seen the way this nigga is built? This man is built like a 62-year-old. And you mean to tell me he's doing stunts like this? Oh, nah. I gotta give it to you. Y'all got the best action scenes in the game. Hands down. My only critique with these action scenes is that they dragged on a little bit too much. A little bit too much, bro. There was a part where, like, Tom Cruise is, like, fucking, like, dangling on a crop duster and, like, he's, like, trying to get to the cockpit. I kid you not. Him trying to get to the cockpit took like 20 minutes, bro. And I'm just like, dog, we seen you doing this before, bro. Lock in. That's my only problem with it. And that's nitpicking. The other good part of this film is that, and this is coming from a person who's going to school for cinematography, there's this one scene where I'm just like, It was when like Ethan, he was like submerged in fucking water there in the Arctic. And he's like coming up. And like the ice is like right here and he lays on top and he's like damn near close to death. And then they transition into like Haley Atwell's character coming in and saving trying to give him CPR and shit like that. And I was just like, dude.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
No.
When I saw that, I was just like, give it to him. Give it to him. This gotta be the best like cinematography that I've seen in a Mission Impossible movie in a while. Probably Ghost Protocol. I could be wrong though. Alright, now for the bad parts of this film. I felt like the first hour, maybe hour and a half, filler. Like, it was just a random series of just go to here, meet this person, go here, randomly meet this person, go here, break this person out, like, and then final act. I'm sorry, action sequence, final act. And that's the reason why I feel like it doesn't feel like a true part two. It just felt like we're just getting the band back together for one final thing. Like, it didn't feel like, all right, we're starting off where we left off in part one. Like, I feel like Gabriel and the Entity were way better in part one than this film. Like, Gabriel actually felt like a big bad partnering with the fucking Entity. Now I feel like Gabriel is only in like 2 scenes, bro, in this film. I think he's only in the beginning of the film and in the final act. That's it, bro. And then the Entity, I feel like the Entity didn't really have any clear motives. I just felt like he was just like, all right, I'm destroying the human race. What are you gonna do, nigga? Like, bro, give us some motives at least to why, bro. Like, the best comparison I can make is like Ultron from like the Avengers. Like, dude, the whole reason why Tony made Ultron was to protect the human race from threats. And Ultron thought like the biggest threat to the human race is the human race. That boy was on the internet for like 7 seconds and was just like, y'all are cooked. And that's a well-written AI. Like, even though the movie was kind of to most people, I thought it was good. But Ultron, well written. Now for my final 3 points, and they all kind of correlate with each other. I felt like this cast was so bloated that they tried to make sure that everybody got their time to shine, but resulted in bad pacing and underutilization of most of these characters. Like, bro, you have Hannah Windingham, Tramel Tillman, fucking Angela Bassett, bro. Like, underutilizing these characters, crazy. Like, don't put them in here if it doesn't make sense for them to be in the story. But on the other hand, I could say that with all of these characters, that they kind of didn't really pay attention to the OGs. Like Benji, I felt like Benji was just kind of there, bro. Like, he was just along for the ride, bro. Like, until the end of the movie. They didn't really use him until the end of the movie. Like, and that doesn't make any sense. This man been here since, like, what? Ghost Protocol? Maybe 2 movies before that? Crazy. Like, I'm still thinking about that. Like, bro, underutilizing Angela Bassett is crazy. I still think she killed her role, but I think they underutilized her very much so. But that's all the points I really have. I definitely do think that part 1 of this 2-part ending is definitely better. I think this film is definitely underwhelming. I still think it's good. So, like, it's not trash. Like I said, it's a 6.5 out of 10. Like, I think that's okay in my eyes. It's a solid film, but like I definitely do think part 1 is constructed way better. But yeah, this is my first time doing a movie review. I can't believe it's Mission Impossible, bro. I thought it was gonna be like Demon Slayer or some shit. But I definitely want to do more of these. Like, I definitely want to do Superman and Fantastic Four, like, for sure. I'm definitely doing Demon Slayer Infinity Castle in September. And I'm pretty sure Chainsaw Man comes in October. So those are like 4 films that I'm looking forward to like reviewing. Maybe I do Ballerina next month. Because Ballerina looks fire. But that's all the time I have. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more. I'm going to be talking a little bit more about films now. But I'm also still going to be doing my anime skits. Going to be doing like a bunch of stuff on YouTube Shorts, TikTok. Follow me on TikTok at... I'll put the post right here. I don't remember my name. I'm sorry. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.